All right, man, I'm not even going to lie. This roster update, honestly, to me, is probably the most interesting one of the year because I feel like there's a lot of different things that could happen. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that has potential, but it might not end up coming true. This one is one that's really kind of testing me in my knowledge of how these roster updates go. So I'm not 100% sure on a lot of these picks, but I'm still going to go ahead and give you guys my predictions, what I think is going to happen, what I think is a good shot of happening. So hopefully it ends up coming true, but we'll just have to wait and see. So guys, for every roster update prediction, I gotta give you three things at the beginning of the video. Number one, these are just my predictions. These are not guarantees. So if you end up investing in one of the players that I talk about in this video and he doesn't end up going gold, diamond, whatever, I'm sorry, it's just a prediction. It's not a guarantee. Don't hate me. Number two, I only talk about upgrades. I don't focus on downgrades. So if you're worried that one of your diamonds might be going down to a gold, I don't cover that in these videos. I only like to talk about upgrades. And lastly, I only talk about the upgrades that I think are going from one tier to the next. So if a guy's going bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold to diamond, those are the ones that I talk about. If a guy who's already a diamond is playing really well and he might get even more of an upgrade, I don't really talk about that guy. I like to talk about the guys who might have their overall change to the next tier. So those are my little roster update qualifications for these videos. If you guys enjoy these roster update videos and you want to see my predictions throughout the rest of the year, I do this every Wednesday before every attribute roster update. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to drop a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and talk about these guys. So getting it started with bronze to silver, the first guy I want to talk about is a guy who I actually talked about in the last video as well, but he actually didn't end up getting upgraded, and that is Melky Cabrera on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Melky Cabrera is having a really strong 2019, and I don't think a lot of people are really paying attention because of the way the Pirates are in their division, plus, how good Josh Bell is doing. He's kind of getting overshadowed, but man, Melky Cabrera is hitting 327 with a 365 on-base percentage, of 447 slugging, and an 811 OPS. He's got 49 hits on the year with 9 doubles and 3 home runs. Against righties, he's hitting 320 with 8 doubles, and he's got 12 RBIs. Melky Cabrera, I think, is playing way up from what his actual live series card is playing. If we look at his total numbers, he's hitting 340 against left-handed pitching. He does already have 82 contact against lefties, so you don't necessarily need to give him an upgrade there, and he's probably not going to get any power upgrade against lefties. But overall, I think if you give him a little bit of boost to that right-handed hitting number, he could go up to a 75. And if you look at him right now on Inside Edge, +7 against righties for contact and power, that brings him up 3 points to a 76. So I think he gets a little bit of an upgrade to right-handed numbers, and I think he gets up to a 75 this week. Next up, we've got Rafael Devers from the Boston Red Sox. He is also at a 73 overall bronze, and I think this week he gets a little bit of an upgrade to bring him up to a 75. He's hitting the ball very well this year, similar to Melky Cabrera, just kind of going under the radar with how good he's been hitting. But he's got a 329 average with a 389 on base percentage, a 512 slugging, and a 901 OPS. He's got 7 home runs, 15 doubles with 31 RBIs so far on the year. In the last 2 weeks, he's hitting 347 with a 694 slugging and an OPS over 1,000. Overall on the year against right-handed pitching, he's hitting 340 with a 410 on base and a 959 OPS with 6 home runs and 12 doubles. And against lefties, he's hitting 296 with a 407 slugging. Overall, I think Rafael Devers should get a hitting upgrade pretty much across the board. Now, I know Devers isn't the greatest fielder. I don't really know how he's been playing lately as far as the fielding. I'm just kind of focusing on the hitting stats for him because I think the hitting stats are a little bit low, and I think if you give him a little bit of a boost to each one of those 4 contact and power stats, I think he can get up to a 75, and I do think he deserves it just from his offensive production alone. So I do see Rafael Devers probably getting up to a 75. Hopefully that does come true. Staying in the American League East, moving over to the Tampa Bay Rays, we've got Austin Meadows. He's a 74 overall bronze. He's playing up to a 78 today, so he actually might be a good guy to put into your lineup if you're needing a little bit of a bat there for like maybe off the bench or something. But Austin Meadows, killing it right now, dude. This guy is having a hell of a season for his second year in the big leagues. 356 average. 356, that's wild. a 428 on base percentage, a 696 slugging, and an OPS over 1100. This man is murdering the ball right now. He's just going insane. In the last 2 weeks, he's hitting 370 with an OPS of over 1100 again with a 696 slugging. Overall on the season, he's got 10 home runs, 7 doubles, and 22 runs batted in against, or I'm sorry, he's got 12 home runs and 31 RBIs. I messed that one up. I was looking at a different stat right here. Against righties, he's got 10 home runs and 7 doubles with 22 runs batted in. But he's hitting 364 against righties, 333 against lefties, 447 on base versus righties, a 583 slugging against lefties. Similar to Rafael Devers, this man needs a hitting upgrade across the board. I don't really care about his defense. If his defense sucks, it sucks. I don't watch a lot of Austin Meadows. If he's an above average defender and he's getting screwed similar to Acuna, so be it. Just from the bat, though, this guy definitely needs to go silver with how he's been hitting. And he didn't even hit that bad last year either. He hit like 287 or something like that. So with that, plus the way he's starting off the league this year, Austin Meadows should be up to a silver this update. It's only 1 point. He needs a little bit of a hitting upgrade. If you only give him a little bit, fine, but make this man a silver. Last but not least, the final bronze to silver that I'm going to talk about in this video. There may be more guys going bronze to silver in this update, but these are just the guys I chose to focus on. Mike Soroka. Now, Mike Soroka might have the most difficult road in getting to a silver just because of the gap. He's at a 71. He would need to go up 4 points total to get to a 75, which is not unheard of. It's definitely happened in MLB The Show, but, you know, 71 to a 75 is a pretty decent jump in numbers when it comes to overall. But this season, he's great, dude. 1.07 ERA in 50 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts to 15 walks. He's got a whip under 0.9. He's got a 5.3 hits per 9, 0.2 home runs per 9, 2.7 walks per 9, 8.7 strikeouts per 9. And in the month of May, in the last 34 innings he's pitched in this month, he's only allowed 3 runs. 3 runs in 34 innings. His clutch should go up. I think his hits and Ks per 9 should go up. His control probably, I don't know. I think this guy could have a lot of different attributes on his card that could go up that gets him to that 75 overall, because I do believe he deserves a big upgrade. I just don't know if it'll get him all the way to a 75. I think it should. I hope it does. Mike Soroka, I want him to be a silver, and I think he's got a chance this week. All right, moving on to silver to gold, a very popular guy right now, Gary Sanchez. The dude is hitting the ball very, very well right now. He is at a 78, and if you look at Gary Sanchez's card, it's very middle of the road contact to really solid power with middle of the road vision, good fielding, good arm strength with low blocking. Now, I know Gary Sanchez has done a little bit better this year as far as blocking. I don't see them really touching his defensive stats. Maybe they do if they really want him to get up to a gold, but as of right now, with the way SDS and upgrading fielding has been for them, like we still got Acuna with common fielding, like it's hard to say when they're going to upgrade fielding, man. So I wouldn't really hold my breath for that attribute to going up for a reaction or blocking or whatever that is. But as far as the bat, he's got a shot to go up just based off of his hitting this year. If we take a look at his numbers, he's hitting 264 with a 335 on base, a 657 slugging with a 993 OPS. He's got 17 home runs, which I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, where are my notes? He's tied for first in the American League with 17 home runs. So he's obviously hitting the ball out of the ballpark like crazy. He's got 2 doubles, 1 triple, 33 RBIs on the season. Against right-handed pitching, he's hitting 278 with an OPS over 1,000, 14 home runs, 2 doubles. He's not really doing too much against lefties. He's only hitting 200 with 3 home runs. I don't really see anything changing with his lefty contact or power, but I don't see either of those attributes going up. I do maybe see his contact and power against righties going up a little bit. Will it be enough to get him to a gold? I think it possibly could. You know, with having good arm strength and good fielding, even though it's not good blocking at the catcher position, I think Gary Sanchez might be able to get to a gold this update just based off of his hitting and his power against righties. So that's what I would look for Gary Sanchez. Let's see if he ends up going gold. Boys, I don't want it to happen. I don't want to see this man have a gold badge, but I do think it's probably going to happen, which breaks my heart because he is the BR god. Joey Gallo. I think he has a shot to get this 1 overall upgrade to bring him up to an 80 overall gold. Joey Gallo's killing it, man. This is definitely the best he's been in the big leagues so far. He's got a 278 average with a 422 on base, a 636 slugging with an OPS of over 1.050. 15 home runs, 11 doubles on the season, 35 RBIs. He's also got 3 steals. Good for Gallo. So I don't really think anything's going to change as far as his power. I mean, he's pretty much got top-of-the-line power for a live series card, man. 100 against righties, 99 versus lefties. I don't see that going up. But what I do see is his contact against both sides going up. This year, he's hitting 263 against righties. So I think that 45 contact is doing a little bit of a disservice to him. So I do think that should go up. And then against lefties, I don't know if I said righties, he's hitting 263 against righties, and then 313 against lefties. 313 with a 40 contact rating. I think both of those contact attributes go up. He's got an on base of over 400 against both sides. I don't see the vision changing. I still think it's going to be kind of low vision. He's still striking out a good amount. But I think the contact on Gallo goes up against both sides. I think that'll be enough to get him up to a gold, and I don't think we'll see Joey Gallo in silver BR rounds much longer. Over to the Pittsburgh Pirates, Josh Bell. Absolutely killing it. This guy is, I'll give you a spoiler alert, my pick for the May Player of the Month. I think he perfectly would fit that mold if he was going to get a Player of the Month card in the next set. He's a silver, possibly going up to a gold this update. I think he's the perfect guy to get it, but that's, next week. Let's talk about this week. Josh Bell. Hell of a year so far, giving Yelich and Bellinger a little run for their money as far as the National League MVP through the first 2 months of the season, right? 338 average with a 405 on base, a 706 slugging, and OPS over 1100 just on the season so far. 17 home runs, 19 doubles. I'm pretty sure he's leading the National League in doubles right now with 48 total RBIs. How many extra base hits is that? 38 extra base hits already on the season through 2 months? Dude's killing it. If we take a look at what he's doing against righties, 354 average, 423 on base with an 1173 OPS with 12 home runs, 17 doubles. Against lefties, he's hitting 298 with a 956 OPS. In the last 2 weeks, he's hitting 353 with a 745 slugging. Like every single attribute or every single stat you could picture on Josh Bell is like, are you doing good here? He's exceeding expectations. Josh Bell at a 78. I know he's been going up fast, but with the way he's been playing, I think this dude has to go up to a gold. Similar to Devers, Austin Meadows, similar to those guys, we need an upgrade for hitting across the board for Josh Bell. This dude is absolutely on a tear. I think he goes gold. 78 to an 80 is very doable. Josh Bell, I think we'll see him with the gold badge. All right, so those are my silver to golds. There could be more, but those are the 3 main guys that I wanted to touch on in this video. You can really dig deep and find some other ones, like take a look at Will Harris, take a look at Josh Reddick. I don't really want to talk about them too much in this video. I want to talk about the 3 guys, and I'm pretty sure are going to get there. But now we're moving on to gold to diamond. Now, gold to diamond, I'm just going to warn you, is probably not going to be that exciting in this video. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Ronald Acuna Jr., I think he should be diamond. Pretty much every video of roster updates from here on out, I've been doing it for the past couple weeks already. The dude's insane. He needs to be a diamond. The fielding needs to go up. That's the one thing holding him back. He's got diamond hitting. He's got great speed. Why are we not upgrading his fielding? 62, I don't watch Acuna play every day. I don't see what type of fielder he is. I just know he's still got a positive defensive WAR. 62 fielding just feels really low for a card like this. I think Acuna should be a diamond. Will he get there? I don't know. It is completely unpredictable when SDS will change that fielding, so that's what we're waiting for. Let's talk about Anthony Rizzo for a second, because a lot of people have really jumped on the Anthony Rizzo bandwagon in the last couple weeks, because he's really putting together a good stretch. In the last 28 days, he's hitting 366 with 8 home runs, 22 RBIs. He's killing it in the last month of the season, right? He's doing great. He's got a 290 average with a 406 slugging and OPS over 1,000. He's really, really doing well. But if we take a look at his numbers against righties and lefties and take a look at the splits here, he's got 80-73 against righties. And on the season, he's hitting 313 with a 1076 OPS, 13 home runs, 35 RBIs against righties. I guess he could get a little bit of a power boost against righties. But the other thing is that against lefties, he's only hitting 205 and he's only got 2 home runs. I don't see anything changing with his lefty numbers. So the only way I see Anthony Rizzo going up to a diamond is if he gets like a massive boost to his numbers against righties, which I don't know if that'll happen. I could see a contact and power boost against righties, but that's already his strong stat. Will that be enough to get him all the way to an 85? I don't know. So Anthony Rizzo, I'm really on the fence about. I didn't think Springer was going diamond in the last update, but we obviously saw what happened. So I'm torn on Rizzo. I'm not totally sure if he's going to get there or not. I can't pull the trigger on him, but it's possible. I don't know. It's really hard for me to predict this one. Now, the last guy I'm going to talk about in this video, the guy I think has the best chance to probably make diamond this week, is Matt Chapman of the Oakland A's, currently sitting at an 84 overall gold. And the story with Matt Chapman is that he just needs to hit. The fielding's there. The speed is there for a third baseman. He's got everything he needs on that right side of the card. He just needs a little bit more help on the left side of the card, right? 271 average on the year with a 354 on base, a 900 OPS, 14 home runs and 13 doubles on the season. 8 of those home runs have come against righties, 6 have come against lefties. He's hitting for power against both sides. He's not really having one side that he is completely better on. I guess he's a little bit better against righties, hitting 278 versus about 250 against lefties, but it's not that much of a difference. He might be able to get that one overall upgrade. If you were going to invest in 1 gold to a diamond for this week, I would say Matt Chapman is probably the best move. But once again, I was wrong about Springer in the last update, and Rizzo could be that guy who gets it. But I would say Matt Chapman has a really good chance of going diamond if there was going to be one of these gold to diamonds. I would give Matt Chapman like a 80% he's going diamond. Not 100% all the way there, but like 80%. And guys, those are my roster update predictions for this week. Chapman hopefully to diamond, maybe Rizzo, I hope Acuna, Bell, Gallo, and Sanchez up to gold, and then some bronzes to silvers. So guys, down in the comments, let me know who you think is getting upgraded, who you think is going to get touched, because I, may not have covered everybody in this video. So let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.